Hello and welcome to another episode of my cryptocurrency series, your guide to the cryptoverse, honest guide to the cryptoverse. I know today market is red. It's 4th of December. Most projects are down, but I'm covering NFT, gaming, and metaverse project mostly. And in the long run, those are with good quality are gonna have their own user base and they're gonna continue to grow regardless of the direction of market in the crypto space. And today I'm going to cover two projects that I'm really interested in and they're launching next week. So one is more of a crypto gaming, play to earn gaming, and the second one is more in the NFT space, a very unique project. So let's start with Hydraverse. As you can see, Hydraverse is more of a play to earn game focusing on training, growing your dragon, and then racing against other players. So a player versus player game. Let's jump into the story. Basically, it's more of a fantasy dragon racing, and it's combining three different parts. So you have unique dragons. You can use it in Hydraverse environment to race against other dragon trainers and dragons. They have 3D NFTs. So the prices of the NFTs are going up, but Hydraverse is helping you with the power up, letting players to have verifiable ownership of their tools. And the other part is the metaverse. So there's going to be their own metaverse in the game, providing an area where people can train the dragons, also make marketplace, make trade with each other, and train the dragons basically for future races. So this is a unique game because I haven't seen more of a racing style for pets or dragons, and they have really cool characteristics. So they have a lot of characters, and all these characteristics determine the quality of your racer and how it's going to perform. So diving times, gender, how happy they are, the attraction, the level, there's a lot of things, and then how you can level up. The game flow also is quite interesting. So basically you train, feed, and play, get experience level, use them in racing, and when you win, you earn more. You could go to the Hydra Cup. Again, if you win, you earn more. There are different types of coins. So they have two types of coin, and D coin, and then they have a Dragon Park as well for that. So pretty much a flow that, you train, you breed, you play, and get more coins, a play to earn mechanism. And you can see the white paper. I'm going to put the link on the gameplay for the dragon eggs, breeding, how the racing is going to work, what's the Hydra court, and also you can have your race courses for renting or dragons for renting. So your NFTs, you could rent them as well. So rent to earn and play to earn mechanism, both. In terms of collectibles as well, they have NFT dragon collectibles, they have race course collectibles, and they have Dragon Balls. That's what it makes it unique. And I haven't, again, seen a type of game like that yet. We might have it more in the crypto space, but this is the first one that I can see a metaverse play to earn game. And more importantly, they're going to have AR and VR technology. So they're going to have augmented reality as well as virtual reality employed in the metaverse that they're going to have. And as mentioned before, there's going to be breeding, training NFTs, trading and auctioning these NFTs, dragon racing, having the Hydra Cup, as well as the AR VR gaming experience. I've already explained the game flow. Let's move to the token utility and tokenomics for this project. So in terms of the token utility, basically they have a token called HDV or Hydraverse. There's 500 million of that. In terms of the utility, the users basically use it for purchasing and supporting the projects, staking it to join the farming pools for getting high APYs, hiring the NFT dragons. You can use it for breeding. You need to have material to do the breeding and training. So your NFT improves in terms of statistics when you have race and competing against others. You have to pay entrance for some of the racing fees. You can buy race courses and then rent the race courses out and make passive income from that, as well as having the racing courses to be monetized for transaction using the HDV token. And of course, you can challenge in the Hydra Cup against others. Now, in terms of earning, you can join the races, win the races, rent your NFT or racing course, so dragons or racing course, staking the HDVs, joining the exhibitions, and doing some daily tasks like feeding and participating in races. And if you're holding NFTs, you also get some perks. So you can join the rewards program, or you can be part of the NFT marketplace. In terms of the token economy, the HTV or Hydraverse token, there's going to be 500 million of those. Initial market cap is only $400,000. And in terms of allocation, is seed round is only getting 8% at the token generation event. Private round is getting 12%. Public round is getting 20%. But as you can see, seed and private have a cliff of 2 months. And then they have vesting from month 3 to month 19 for private, whereas seed round has a vesting from month 3 to month 20. So they're asking you to be holding this project for a fairly long time, almost 20 months. As a public round holder, which you have lower chance to have a higher bag or bigger bag, you will have 20% on the token generation event, as well as 20% in the next 4 months. So it's more fair for the public because they buy a little bit more expensive. They're going to have token for the community, marketing, play to earn mechanism, and the team is going to have a cliff of 6 months and then vesting of 5% every month. So the first 6 months, team is not going to have any, and the development is going to have an unlock over 5 years. So that's pretty fair, to be honest. In terms of the pricing, the seed round is almost half price of the public round. Private round is, let's say, 25% or 20% cheaper than the public round, but they go for a very long vesting. And the valuation, as you can see, is the more raise happening in the private round in comparison to public and seed, but they have to wait for a fairly long time. So it makes that, dumping of the coin really lower chance, make people want to hold it for a longer term, especially people who are joining in the first 5 to 6 months, which is the core time of development. Again, looking at the tokenomics, there's going to be 8% for the community, team 20%, dev 15%, liquidity 12%, marketing 5%, public sale 1.3%, private 8.6%, and seed round 1.6%. So raise of around 12%, which is not that bad. It's pretty good. Now, in terms of the team and roadmap, they have the game idea and concept 6 months ago. The website was debuted last month. The core community development audit processing was done in November. The alpha version is out. I'm going to cover that. They're going to have the NFT augmented reality and IDO, as well as the marketplace dragon training and staking happening all in the same month on the 12th. So in the December. And then play to earn dragon racing and having it on Android, iOS, Mac, and PC. So all platforms in January. So by January, you're going to have a functional game. And in March, they're going to add more features like racing, new training features. And when you reach Q3 2022, you're going to have the virtual reality added to it as well. So they have a pretty comprehensive development in plan. Again, you can see the roadmap here to confirm it. In terms of the team and backers, so they've got Ryan Nguyen from the OnePath Studio. So OnePath Studio, I did the research. They've developed many games, a brand of Super Game as a parent company. And he's been in the game development space for over 10 years. And it's all areas, so 3D, AR, VR. And he's the CEO of OneTap, especially focusing on gaming for iOS. Already has 25 games published. And now he's managing Hydraverse. Then we have Tuan Nguyen. He's the CTO of blockchain leader at Chainos. So Chainos is also a company that serves different projects outside crypto and in crypto end-to-end, more of a developer company. He also has a lot of experience in technology and development. So he's been working there for 3 years as the leader. And now he's taking care of the core blockchain development for Hydraverse. Next, we have Kwang Nguyen. He's the performance manager from OnePath Studio. And finally, they have Tracy Huang, the CMO from so she's studied economics and she's been working with these guys at ChainOS. And now she wants to bring her experience in crypto trading and racing games into the Hydraverse, basically. Now, they've got advisors as well. So they've got Ash from the Wall Street Bears, who's also founder of Everest Capital, with many games before, like Star Atlas, Alien was a sponsor. He's part of the strategic advisory. They've got the founder and CEO of the XNet network as the advisor. And also they've got Kamran Iqbal, who is the founder of the Binance Smart Chain News, as the marketing advisor, because the coin is going to be on Binance Chain. And Kyle Nguyen is the marketing advisor. He's also the founder of the blockchain community in Vietnam. You probably know right now, there's a huge number of projects in Vietnam, especially in the gaming space. So if you are looking for a good game, chances are they're being developed in Thailand or Vietnam right now. And they're being backed by Rosen Finance as well. That's now developing a lot of interesting games. In terms of the launch date and IDO, they're going to launch on Binstarter, which is launching a lot of games recently. And they're going to also be launching on Enjinstarter on the 14th of December. So that's going to be in 10 days from now. In terms of how their social media is running, they have a really active social media. They have 75,000 followers on Twitter. They've got 100,000 people on Telegram. They've got a lot of activities happening right now. And more importantly, their alpha demo is out, which they were saying is going to be released. So they made their promise. I can't show the whole demo, but basically, as you see, you can train your dragons, you can level them up. And this is an alpha game again, so it's going to improve. You can choose what race course you're going to participate. It's going to have ranking and how much coin you're earning. And then you can see, again, it's an alpha demo, but how you can compete against other dragons in the race and how you're going to perform, basically. So it's an interesting concept, again, using your NFTs. I'm quite bullish about the project because, again, I haven't seen that sort of play to earn for player versus player dragon racing games. I might be wrong, but again, that's my thinking, and I think they're going to do quite well. So make sure if you're having a chance to participate in the IDO, do so. If not, try to maybe buy it a few days after the launch, just in case there's going to be a bit of market movement from people who bought it in private sale and public sale. Now, next project that I'm going to cover is something I've been following for many months, and I've been closely involved with the team from the fundraising all the way now to going live. So I'm quite interested in the story and how they're developing. Hololoot. So I know Hololoot from a few months ago, and basically it's a project that's more of a first augmented reality NFT generator as well as marketplace. Their technology lets you generate NFTs from 3D models and scans using their cloud services. You can play the augmented reality NFTs using their app. You can mint, you can publish, you can buy and sell these augmented reality NFTs, and then you can share it with your friends. So the project started in Poland in December 2019 and received a lot of money in grants, secured a lot of money in the pre-sale. The alpha is already ready. They have a lot of demos already running with different projects to just show how they're going. And the project is backed by Enjin. So that makes it even more bullish because, you know, Enjin is a very huge gaming platform and token. So obviously having that augmented reality story is really a big deal because we don't have it. They have the classical AR NFTs, they have gaming AR NFTs, and then they got the location-based as well as the NFTs connected to physical objects. They're going to have an ecosystem for it. They're going to have gamification using airdrops, using missions and reward system to make it unlocked. And the creators generate the NFTs using the Hololoot cloud. Then they have the NFT wallet in Enjin. They're going to have the Hololoot matching. They're going to have Hololoot AR app to buy and sell the NFTs using the Enjin wallet. And then the users, the application users, are going to get commissions and token holders as well. So if you're holding the token, Hololoot is going to give some of that commission that they're charging to the stakers, and some of that is going to be burned. So it's going to increase the price moving forward. And it's built with the cutting edge imaging technology. The cloud system is modular, stable, and scalable. And they have a huge data set. So I think technologically they're really savvy, as well as how the token generator works. They've changed their documents recently, but basically you can see in their videos, which I'm going to show you later, how this AR, VR methodology is going to work, how they're going to have this basically, for example, in your bedroom, using your phone, you can have an augmented reality character like this one, or you can have a ring. So bringing the NFT to life, basically, rather than just having it on your wall or on your application, is something that's really bullish for me, because it sort of gives you that interaction. Just how Pokemon Go got big because of that augmented reality, making people play. Imagine doing the same thing with your NFTs and different kinds. So not just, Pokemon. So in terms of the token utility and token economy, they have the Hololoot token, and the Hololoot token is going to be used for staking for NFTs, staking for annuity. So you get some 10% interest, and it's going to be the currency that's going to be used in the marketplace. And that's how it's going to be giving some commission to the holders of the other tokens. And they're going to use, if you want to use the premium services in Enjin and in the cloud services, you need to have the Hololoot token. So as you can see, staking, regular APY, unique NFT drops, as a currency, again, APY, unique NFTs, if you're just holding it, premium service for cloud services and in-app services. Now, they have a flowchart as well, that how it's gonna work. In terms of the token economy, they've got 12% for strategic reserve, they've got 17% for liquidity, public sale 3%, private sale 20%, seed 15%, marketing 12%, 6% for advisor, and 15% for the team. And in terms of how they're gonna have it locked, team is gonna have a lock of 12 months, nothing for the first 12 months, and then linear over 1 year. Advisors token 10% release after 6 months from TGE, then linear over 1 year. Marketing is gonna be 10% release 30 days after TGE, and then linear over 1 year. Seed needs to have the same terms and lock off for 6 months, and then over 1 year they're gonna grow. Private sale holders, they have to pay 10% of the private token to be released in the token generation event, and then over 1 year they get the rest of the tokens linearly. Public sale, they're gonna get 30% released in the TGE event, and then 9 months of linear release for the token. Strategic reserve is gonna be 24 months cliff, and then linear over 1 year. So that's how they've allocated the tokens. In terms of the pricing, I did have the token pricing. I'm not sure right now where is the price, but in terms of the pricing, basically the price for the public sale. So if I have a look, the price for the public sale was, I think 20 cents. For the private sale was 10 cents. And for the strategic level, seed level was 5 cents. So it went 2x, 2x, 2x. But again, it might be a little bit different, but there was that 2x, 2x, 2x system. But again, you see the lock for seed is 6 months. Then there's a strict lock for the private, and then public gets 30% of the tokens released. In terms of who's behind the team and backing the project, so they've got people. So Adam is the CEO, and he's basically been working in this project for 2 years. He also worked previously in Headtrip, and he has a background in marketing and technology. They've got Piotr. He's also someone who worked in Holohome since last year. He used in Saber Corporation for 7 years as a product manager and software architect. And they've got Maciej. So he basically is the co-founder of Holohome, and I know him. He's been there since January, before working in Headtrip. I know him personally. He's very smart, and especially in the marketing and partnership area. And they've got really strong backers. So here they've highlighted they have Enjin Coin as their backer. They've got Synapse Network. They've got Stakes Capital. They've got Kangaroo Capital. They've got Moon Mafia Capital, Ferrum, Enjinstarter, Seedify, and Ferrum Network again, and Black Dragon as their backers. They've got a great partnership going. In terms of how the social media is going, they've got 29,000 people in Twitter. They go regular updates. They provide a lot of updates on the project. And they also have a very active Telegram group. They have an ambassador group as well. So They're very actively doing community calls. They're very actively trying to encourage people to participate in these events. In terms of the YouTube, I highly recommend you actually to go to their YouTube and see some of the demos they're having. So this is, for example, the AR for the Enjin mascot they have developed, how it's going to work in real life. They have demos on, for example, having whales outside in a park. They have, demos of the website, how you log in, how the cloud basically works. So make sure you look at this demo because it's really cool concept. And that's something that made me interested from the start. And I actually introduced them to other projects. So in terms of the social media, they're doing really well. In terms of the YouTube channel, they're doing really well. And in terms of their launch, they're going to be launching on Seedify. They're going to be launching on Enjinstarter, and they're going to be launching on Synapse. So the 612 is a TGE on Seedify as well as Enjinstarter. I think a day earlier on Synapse network. If you want to catch this project, make sure you follow these launchpads. Make sure you're ready. You have a week to get prepared. If you don't hold the tokens, you can buy the Enjinstarter or Seedify tokens and get ready for that. Especially that market is going down today. There's a deep opportunity for you to go and buy. Today, I'm not going to talk much about the market sentiment because, if you just go to the market sentiment, everything is red. I don't need to talk about the sentiment. The market crashed a bit. But interestingly enough, a lot of the gaming are still doing well. Metaverse projects are doing well, and NFT space. And I think that's going to continue because you don't need to worry about Bitcoin or some of these other coins just to see how the gaming space is going to move. The gaming space is going to hopefully separate itself from this space, just like how Axie Infinity did that during the mini dip or mini bear market that we had in August. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, you like my videos, share with your friends, because if you support me, I can provide better information and more regular updates for you. Make sure you also subscribe to Hydraverse as well as Hololoot channel, because they're really promising projects and I think they're both going to do really well. Thank you for watching this video and see you next time.